A B flat is a B flat, and it's got to be in tune. And either it's in tune or it's not. Period. End of story. Fact of life. Here's the thing, though. You got a lot of space in there. Sometimes that B flat is going to be in tune. Sometimes that one's going to be in tune. They're all B flats. But it's got to be in tune. Now I realize that what I just said sounded like I said one thing and then I totally said something different. Not true. For example, let's say a D flat. Right? Or how about, right? It depends on what kind of music you're playing. I'm a husband, a father, a grandfather. I teach at 3 different places. I'm active in my church. And those things are natural for a person my age, right? When I was a young man, I had a lot of time that I spent doing stuff that I shouldn't have been doing. So I can't spend the amount of time now practicing that I would like to. Had I spent that time as a young man, then we're talking about I'd be a different bass player today, right? But at least I'm at the level where, you know, I can make a living teaching and playing and composing. So thank God for that. You know, it hurts when I hear myself play a bad note or when I hear that I tried to go something and lacked the technique to pull it off efficiently. That's painful, man. You know, but hey, once again, I'm just striving for excellence and not perfection. Even if I would have, as a young man, spent that time practicing, I still wouldn't be perfect, and I know that, and I accept that. But it's painful, you know. Fortunately, as Miles said, sometimes we are not the best judge of our own music, of our own level of skill, or of our own musical offering at any particular point in time. I've had people come up to me and say, "Man, that was wonderful," you know, and I just felt horrible about what I did. Yeah. But it blessed them. Yeah. So I'm just grateful and thankful to God that someone was blessed by it, even no matter how I felt about it, you know. And that just kind of shows the power of the Holy Spirit just kind of moving through, even though I don't feel it. As John Coltrane said in, I think it was A Love Supreme, he said sometimes God moves through us so easily and so effortlessly we're not even aware of it, you know. So I just pray that the Lord moves through me. That's my bottom line, you know, no matter how I feel about it. Even though my reputation is primarily in jazz music, I listen to anything, you know. I mean, for example, when I give a presentation on the blues, I not only will bring in B.B. King and Bobby Blue Bland, but I'll bring in like a Japanese shakuhachi, right? Or there's a string instrument with one string from China that is bowed. There's a lady at UCLA whose name I can't recall right now. I mean, that girl is just so funky, man. You know, I mean, she'll make you want to cry, right? Or like a mariachi singer, you know, just singing like a real seriously slow, like a grito, like, ay, you know, that kind of thing, you know. The blues is part of the human experience.
My wife said something I will never, ever forget, it has affected my whole musical outlook ever since she said it. She said, "I don't care what you call it, as long as it touches me." That's it. As soon as she said that, I just stopped. I said, "Man, wow. That's it right there." My training is primarily, well, my training on my instrument is all classical, except for 10 weeks with Ray Brown and 6 months with Red Mitchell. That's just the training on the string bass, right? But my performance is primarily jazz because of the people that I admired and the people that showed me love and the people who asked me to join their bands. Most of my professional performance has been as a jazz musician. But, you know, my father trained me up in Afro-Caribbean music, you know, playing congas. And, you know, that was when, like, people like Cal Jader and Willie Bobo and Tito Puente he was with it till the day he died. But, you know, I grew up playing what we now call Afro-Latin jazz. You know, and I was playing congas at the time, and I still play. I teach congas at the middle school that I teach. I teach 4 classes of strings and 2 classes of congas. So I don't care what music it is. I don't care, you know, really, honestly. It's just, as long as it touches me, as long as it's real, I don't care what you call it. And I've been touched by lots of different kinds of music and like that. Yeah.